So this is video 3 of a 5-part series on how creating a life of passion, purpose, and prosperity is a lot harder to do when you're trying to do it yourself. So in this video I'm emphasizing self because this video is actually called You Are Not Yourself. That's not who you are. So look, DIY, doing it yourself, is actually impossible because you are not separate from others. You only think you are. There is no self that's isolatable, that's individual. It's just the way you're thinking about it. It's the self as a concept. So in his book, The Ethics of Authenticity, Charles Taylor talks about how human beings are dialogical. And what he means by that is that who we are is the result of dialogue, and not just verbal dialogue, but the interaction between ourselves and other people. And not just other people, but things in the environment, the world. Who I am is a result of my engagement with the vision of that boat out there in the water. Who I am is the result of the interplay between this flesh containment of me and everything else that's happening in the world. Who I am is dialogical. I'm a dialogical, continually evolving human being. And if that's the case, if who I am is not some separate entity, but a dialogical moment in time inside my flesh, then doing it yourself is kind of a moot point, really, because it's not actually possible. But here's the reason why this is relevant instead of just some philosophical concept, because if you're trying to do it yourself, and ignoring the reality that the self doesn't exist and you are not something that's isolatable, then you're actually trying to swim upstream. You're going against the flow of what truly is and what the reality is. And if that's happening, there's a friction. Simple example, like assembling IKEA furniture. And I moved around a lot, crappy IKEA furniture. I moved around a lot and buying this stuff to bring into my flat when I was moving to new places to have for a year or whatever. And don't get all sustainability on me right now. I know it's not a good idea. But anyway, buying the stuff, bringing it home, wanting to assemble it, pulling the instructions out and being like, I'm gonna do it myself. And my wife tried to help something. No, I don't need your help. I can do it by myself. I want to do it on my own, alone. And then, am I really doing it alone, or am I actually using the instructions that were printed by another human being? And am I actually assembling furniture that was mostly made by somebody else? Right? You get the point. But it's more than this. It's deeper than this. This is just the obvious piece. And so I'm trying to do it my own, but I can't, because everything that came to this moment in the outside world that I'm working on got to this place because it was helped by other people. I'm just saying that in this point in time, right from now on, it's going to be done by myself. And we're forgetting that everything that happened that got us to this point took other people. But not only in the outside world is that the case, that who I am right now, the self that I'm saying I'm trying to do it on my own with, is a self that emerged through dialogue, through interaction, through interplay. Who I am is the result of my engagement and interaction with other human beings. And so by trying to do it on my own right now, I'm kind of ignoring the fact that who I am isn't the result of anything on my own. Who I am is the result of not doing it myself. So why stop? Why stop? Why get in the flow? Why try to stop the continual unfolding of who I'm becoming through my engagement with other human beings and try to do something in a vacuum of self that doesn't really exist anyway? I'm flowing, I'm trying to fight what is, I'm trying to swim upstream. And when you're trying to go against the flow of what is and what's unfolding, when you're denying who you are becoming, not who you are, but who you are becoming, check out my video, Be Who You Are Becoming. When you're doing that, you're creating friction, you're creating tension, you're not connected with your full potential as a being that can create stuff in the world and create passion and create purpose and create prosperity. Stop swimming upstream. Stop trying to do it yourself as if the self even exists. It's a myth. It's a delusion. Much love. So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel. I put up new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, if you like this video, share it with your friends. Facebook it, tweet it, whatever you do. And of course, down below in the comments is where the best discussion happens. It's where the best ideas come from, because your questions elicit new questions from me, and we get to dialogue, and it gets so much more interesting. So leave your comments down below. And lastly, if you want to learn more about creating a life of passion, purpose, and prosperity, hit up my website. Much love.